during what I'm now calling the Dire Quest, because nobody else helped me come up with a name. So I'm sorry.
They're bigger than the regular quests.
Right? And
They're like shiny Pokemon.
yeah, so we saw him go through his familial initiation with the Smithson, Tri-Smithson class of dwarves, and got a shiny new armor out of it. But shortly after that, the doors do open and everybody kind of goes to to the center. But while you were doing that, everybody else was having their own thing, and we pick up, because I don't think anybody likes introductions. We're gonna pick up right where everybody right after Ham separates. Ty kind of watches Ham leave with Slobberknock, the massive mastiff. And and then kind of the town separates you with just the mass of town. You know what I mean? The people kind of come between you as you watch Ham go off on his own. And yeah, the three of you are quickly ushered into the center onto a podium. You've seen this podium your entire life. You've played on it before when it didn't mean anything, but you also have watched, people come back and not come back over the years as they've taken the test that as they've gone through the ordeal. So it's now your turn to take the position of honor and stand on this podium.
I'm just staying in very close proximity to Ro.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh god.
And while I'm trying to be friendly, in general, I'm just anxious.
That's fair.
Yeah, we're around a lot of people.
You can see, Ty, you can see Fitharian, the little gnome woman that you live with that has essentially mothered you your entire life. Despite her small size, her heart matches your body easily, and she is crying her body weight. Like, she is, absolutely so proud, but, she sees that you're wrapped up in bandages and just thinks you're hurt to all shit. She, you know what I mean? But she's so proud and worried and excited. And then you see an arm kind of pat her on the shoulder as Norman, who looks a little, the word unfazed shouldn't be used lightly, but there's something about this that he isn't as impressed with as everybody else. And Norman just kind of puts a hand on her shoulder to comfort her and let her know that everything's all right. And you guys see that as you watch, because I'm assuming you're looking for the people in your lives.
Did you see a gnome?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a gnome.
Yeah.
What is Norman?
No.
The
woman that take care of Ty.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Is
saw
a
it.
gnome.
Trismith Dons.
She basically, every second that she's not home, she's in the forge doing the work, living that Tri-Smithson life. But, she does go home to someplace. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the gnome?
Filtharian. Write that down.
Oh, I have. I thought that was an elf.
In the sweet
No, that's
legato
Belfier.
elven tongue, it is
Belfier, it's an elf wizard.
Not in this case.
Phil with a P or an
Everyone
F.
just calls her Philly with a PH.
Phil.
Philly.
Philly.
I don't know if that's sexist now. And
Definitely a horse, right?
I'm assuming that you're looking to see what Thistle's doing in the crowd, and she's up front and clapping big, very proud and happy. Kind of really different view of her than normal, as she's kind of a curmudgeonly old lady most of the time, but pride in her eyes and love in her heart is overwhelming the curmudgeon, at least momentarily. And after a few minutes of you guys just kind of standing there awkwardly, Grilkin comes up. That's the mayor, a gnome, and he speaks. And as always, his voice booms with power beyond what his little frame should have. He's like, now, settle down, settle down. 4 have left, and 5 have returned. This is an auspicious day.
Oh, the dog.
No, Ham just got so big that he's counting him twice.
It is
That was
an
actually Ty
auspicious
on the
day.
podium.
Right? It's like, oh, yeah, the fucking dog. Yes, Slobberknock was lost, and now he is home. What a wonderful thing. Thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts. And you see him kind of, 2 other people from the village bring up the bags of, not the heads, just like a lot of, like what was it, 25 needles altogether? Like 5 apiece? So
Yeah.
20.
Like that, yeah.
20, yeah. And essentially just kind of like displays the 20 quills. And not only did they come back with Slobberknock, but with enough quills to last the year. This is truly an auspicious day for all of us. And the crowd cheers and goes wild.
I am hiding behind Ty. Can I stop?
Yeah, that's
It's funny because you are running around hiding behind the other one.
I'm not hiding behind her. I'm just like in close. Like I need to be touching her. Oh,
yeah. So
why
this
what
works
is
out
everybody
really well.
running away today?
I'm here. I just
Okay.
trying to close the door.
Yeah, I just make sure she's like touching me so that she can cast her spell every whatever fucking couple minutes that it needs
Hour.
to be.
Not
Hour.
an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just holding
This-
on to like the back.
When
of
you
Ty's
cast
leg.
that in front of like with people there, nobody notices, but you can tell that Thistle noticed.
But it was before we came.
I know. I'm
Well,
saying
she's
when it's
in the
there,
hour.
right? In the hour. Yeah,
Because
this
we're
has
gonna be
been-
here for a little while.
Yeah. All right then. All
I'll
right,
be
so-
here for a while.
Jesus. And fuck. Yeah, and 5 will come back. And he kind of turns around and from his pocket pulls out a just Mary Poppins pocket. And just pulls out a long case with 3 badges in it. It's the badges that everybody in the town wears. And when he pulls and when he kind of shows the badges to the crowd, they all cheer. And Thistle, Filmarian, and Norman all come up. No, Thistle grabs hers first and walks right up to to Rose with a
Rose
smile.
hip.
Rose hip, thank you. With a big smile and whispers in her ear softly so that not even Ty can hear. I have a gift for you, my dear. You've earned more than a badge. And presses, and you kind of feel it's not a pinprick. It's just like a little scrape as the merit of the badge takes weight. Then comes Flammarion, who has to hold the thing like this, and comes over to you and looks up at you at your full height.
Get down on my knees.
No, pushes you back up and essentially gives you a belt buckle, right? And puts it right there, and you feel like a sharp. Again, it's not a sting. It's just like a little scrape that you feel as the weight of the badge takes effect, and it's meant to signify the responsibility you always carry. And she's just, I'm so proud of you, just bawling. And Norman, who has the badge, puts the kind of right here on your shoulder. And as he gets closer and kind of has a chance to essentially look over your,
I was wearing a hood, but I guess some of it can be seen.
yeah, now that he's this close, you know what I mean? Like he didn't notice before, but now that he's this close, you see his eyes travel up and then like make really intense eye contact with you, put the pin on, nod, and, you know, turn around and clap and kind of really just silently acknowledge. And the crowd goes crazy. They're like beer barrels start coming out. The food that was done, like, yeah, woohoo, way to go, Ty, woo, his own fan club because he's so giant. And people, and you know, you can hear some people like, I'm surprised Rose came back. Like people, they're not shy. Like
What an asshole,
they
that
mean
guy.
it. Yeah, well, he
What an
means it as
asshole,
a
that
compliment.
guy.
You know what I mean? Like people were worried. People don't come back for this, and the fact that Rose came back means Rose came back. You know what I mean? It's not rooted in an insult because
This is not
she's-
getting better.
it's just not rooted in an insult, but you still hear it. Yeah. What do you guys do? You are surrounded by people on the podium, but you can, like, now you know if you want to, you can leave, you can make a speech, you can address the crowd, you can do whatever you want. Really.
I pull harder the hood, so
I,
I try to cover it more.
I will pick up Ro, and I'll put her on my shoulder, and then I'll go grab 2 beers, and I'll be like, thanks for today.
She's very scared from other people, and she just kind of like, as you get her up on your shoulder and say like thanks, she like holds your hand with both hands, gives them a squeeze, gives you a thumbs up, and then just absolutely continues looking mortified by the entire situation.
I'll nudge her in the face with beer and be like, it makes it better.
She takes the beer and she starts like drinking probably too quick and hiccups.
Just go back to drinking my beer. And I'll grab Chick and be like, come on, let's go find Ham. And I'll give Chick a beer too.
Wait, I think we should tell them about the things we saw there.
Yeah, they're not gonna listen tonight.
Well,
I mean, you can try.
mm, I'm gonna take one of the heads out. That's
It would be about
without
this time
saying
that
anything.
Ham comes out at the forefront of all of the dwarves, chanting and cheering and playing their loud drums and carrying their own gigantic ass casks of mead.
The dwarven shit.
I'll run up to Ham with Ro and I'll pull Chick with his head flopping around behind him.
Yeah. People, like, they're a bit wrapped up to notice the head, but all the founders notice the head. All the people that matter see the head. You know what I mean?
And I'll get up to Ham and be like, what
And
did
it's
we
shiny
miss?
new polders.
What
Is that-
Which shape is them again? What did you say they were?
They're dwarven in make, but they mimic the item, which I fucking forget because we didn't record it. The item that he had you make before you left, like to kill time.
Yeah.
It's that exact pattern, only like a little sexier because he's a better blacksmith.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Kind of grab him by his shoulders and look at him. These are nice. Hey, is that?
Pretty spiffy.
And
It's not. There's nothing but polders yet. He hasn't activated it.
Oh, okay.
so he's naked.
Yes, actually, he's tits out, polders on.
No, but like
It's a statement.
That's how Paulder's on.
definitely a statement.
So yeah.
Are these like permanently attached to you now?
No.
They come off?
When he wants them to.
I think I put a shirt on. Let's do that.
Do you hit the button?
Yeah.
All right. As you hit the button, like you can feel like silk hit your skin. It feels soft and smooth, but as you look down, it's metal. It is the most intricate, like slender. It doesn't even feel like they're linked. You can't put it together from your angle, but Ty, you recognize it immediately.
As awkward as it is, I literally bring Ham closer to me and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
I
I'm
also
just
have
like
a look.
pointing dumbfoundedly.
Pretty sweet.
That's I made that. That's mine. Like, well, not mine, but I made that. You're wearing armor, I mean.
The chain links aren't linked at all. But as the kind of realization of what Ty's saying, you realize this looks exactly, if not a little prettier, because Zappa's an amazing blacksmith, but it's the exact pattern of filigree that Ty used on the doorknob that now covers your entire body in protection. And
Feels
it's
good.
it's like the dress kind, so it goes down to your knees.
It's not too tight, which honestly was foresight on Zappa's part. He's a smart man.
He knows his boy.
nipples chafe?
Will your nipples chafe? No.
Time will tell.
If it was made right, nothing will chafe.
I think.
And I just go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think at this point, I've got some like ridiculously toxic dwarven mead, and am drinking it, but at the same time, like my leg hurts. Right, like I've been walking slow and too long, and so I'm probably like taking a sip and pouring out 2 sips and rubbing my leg, taking 1 sip and pouring out 2 sips, just like trying. Hopefully, nobody notices as I'm like trying to drink half as much.
So now we are adults. What does that mean? Are we accountable for our mistakes?
Aren't we always? And I'll look over Ham to Zappa, and I'll just look back to Ham and say loud enough that I know he can hear me. It's nice to see you're finally acknowledged by your kin, Ham.
It does feel good.
Zappa's got a big beer, just a gigantic fucking stone mug in one hand, and literally gives you both a slap on the back with one other hand, because you're in close proximity. And it's like, enjoy the festivities. You've earned it. You both have. It ain't often you only get this once in your life. Enjoy it. Don't think too much. Ruin it for yourself. And works his way back into the crowd.
I think I'm thinking too much.
Yeah, might be.
And I think I'm gonna call it a night, you guys.
All right.
Should I make a plan with Ty to meet in the morning, or are you just gonna deal with it tomorrow?
I'll deal with it. But I got work to do.
Okay, then I go home.
Good night, bro.
To the bed.
He just waves.
Just waves.
I gotta get slob worked out. We gotta get hay or a doghouse or.
Hey, dogs
I
don't eat
realize
hay.
it's not to eat, it's to lay in, but it took me
lay
like
on, yeah.
so long to get there.
Kai's gonna fall right into it. Dogs don't eat hay.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm metagaming outside of the world. We've got to go to Petco and buy a doghouse and mattress for the
Oh, that's in the other town with Palisades.
Don't you have like a ton of dogs already?
Yeah, surely, but
Yeah,
but
there's a bunch.
we
raise
got to
them.
get him set up.
No,
go
he's
to the
already chilling in
stables.
his own like essential stable. Yeah, like he's back at the Tri-Smithson Forge. They have their own. Like I said, they raise mastiffs, so he already knew where to go. He's already comfortable, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, I'll see to him. For me, maybe as much as him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Ty. Chick. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go home also. I mean, they know we've come from a long travel and killing and hunting, and they want us to party now. I'm exhausted.
I think before I go to bed, I will approach the gnome,
Mayor.
the mayor.
All right.
And
Prickling.
Yep. Grilkin.
Grilkin. I'm so bad. with
No,
names.
Grilkmeyer. Sorry. Frilken Grilkmeyer.
I was about to say I'm so bad with names. Thank you for your patience, and you don't know his name.
Yeah, I
either.
know. I fucked it up. Yeah, Frilken Grilkmeyer.
Frilkin Grilkmeyer.
I don't know why I did that to myself.
I think I'll just approach and say there was an awful lot of trouble out there by way.
Holy
displace her dog.
shit. There we go. So I've had the wrong stream up this whole time on my thing. It's right now, but I was just streaming the layout for Hill of Bones. So that's something. Fuck. Alright. Well, we're still here, so we're still doing it. Let's keep it up. Sorry about that. Oh.
ADD says he wasn't listening.
Yeah, I was
Happens.
gonna say
I wasn't. I apologize. I realized it
money.
and I was like, "Fuck!" And so yes, I apologize. Please repeat that.
I think I'll go up to Frilkin Gurkelmeyer. Grinkle.
Grilkmeyer.
Gurkenmeyer is his new name.
Gherkinmeyer.
Gherkinmare.
And I think I'll casually say something, there's a lot of trouble out there that we didn't expect. And then just go into, like, the goblins and the blinkhounds and the,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeffrey.
And ask him if he knew about it.
He's listening to you talk and he's just drinking this gigantic mug that's literally the size of his torso. And he looks up at you and you lived here how long? And you never wondered why we had these giant fucking walls? And just kind of falls back in his seat laughing at you. Like he's drunk. But his point is made.
Fair. All right.
Yeah, sorry. That is one of my favorite things I had planned. I was hoping someone would ask.
Yeah, I think the educative system of this town is bullshit. I gotta say, if they don't teach us that there are monsters outside these walls.
This is a little M. Night Shyamalan for me, but
Remember, there's stories about most of these, just not the Knolls, admittedly.
Yeah, but they're not stories, they're real. They're outside.
You just thought they were stories.
the outside catch us outside.
Catch me outside. How about that? Sorry. But yes, we all go to. I'm assuming you're like, man, fuck you, you drunk ass gnome, and then
Right.
leave because that is the appropriate response to that. Yeah, and everybody like this night is known for people just making an ass out of themselves, be it like they don't really do this. You know what I mean? They get
It's purge. It's the
yeah,
purge.
it's the like this is what separates the weak from the strong. Like the next day we'll know who the bitches are. You know what I mean? And so yeah, and it's most of the town is bitches.
What is Norman doing?
Norman's up at the normal time. He had a few beers, but like not enough to get like ugly stinko. Like he had a good time, but people, if you were paying attention to him, you would see people coming up to him asking him if everything's all right, and he just always says yes, it's fine, don't worry. It's especially if you spend any time near him.
Yeah, I watch him from time to time.
I figure it's your parent, you know what I mean?
Can I roll insight on him just to see if I notice anything?
Yeah, go nuts.
Insight check.
On a
No.
9,
No.
I assume
You
my
can
hand is being slobbered
Yeah,
on
you
by the
can
duck.
tell that he's feeling things because this is such a magnanimous event, and like his son's a man now, and there's definitely some emotion there.
And the walls are so high.
And the walls are so high.
Do you think we had these high walls on that thing?
Right? That's,
I can see your nipples.
I have clothes on now.
I pushed the button. I have
I
clothes.
pushed the button.
Like Sailor Moon.
Does it have plus to anything? It's just cool.
Sorry, drinking when you asked. It can come on and off in as basically a bonus action,
Oh, okay.
which is
Oh.
huge for heavy armor.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah. So yeah, everybody goes to bed, I take it?
Yeah.
All right. Now the nighttime boom, ding, ding, doom, boom, doo 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 music.
We need to.
Montaging through the night.
You were saying something, Rev?
No, I was saying, do I have to long rest? I don't think so.
I mean, you don't
Push the button
have to,
anyway.
but like.
No, I mean, I have full health and I.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
cast a spell, so
You don't need to. put it
mechanically
up there.
speaking, there's no point of it.
Fair. All right, but yeah, the next day, since none of you got too drunk, I'm assuming you wake up at a reasonable time, or do you choose to sleep in?
I woke up early.
Early. All right.
Yeah.
I also wake up early.
Nice. And yeah.
You want to go first? Jake?
Okay.
for
I
it.
go to do some exercise before breakfast.
Mhm.
You know, a little bit of running, a little bit of climbing trees,
All right.
a little bit of shooting arrows to something specific. And at some point, I sit down and I concentrate and focus, and I cast Mage Hand for the first time.
As you do,
Yes.
you can feel the energy swell inside you. You feel it almost in your crown of horns as what was your spider's name?
The spider.
A spider kind of floats out and leans into the action that your mind is propelling as you realize this is your mage hand.
And you see like a hand spider, and it starts running upwards like it's climbing a little thread, and it takes some fruit from the tree and drops it to me.
Mhm.
And after that, I go back home to have breakfast with Norman.
Nice.
What's its name? A spider.
Spider. I have a spider called Spider.
All right. So yeah, while he's doing that exercise, Ty, what are you doing?
So I get up in the morning and I'll kind of just sit on the bed and just look at the tattoos on my arms. Like I'll take the wraps off of them for a couple minutes and just kind of look over them. And are they still like healing?
They look like the ass end of a tattoo.
Okay.
I know you know what that is, so.
Yep.
Um,
And I'll call out to Philly.
mhm.
Call her into the room. Hey, Philly, are you out there?
Yes, yes, dear. I'm. Yep. And you can. She sounds nervous.
Can you come in here, please?
Well, yeah, yeah, I could do that. Yeah. It kind of like creaks open the door. Doesn't make any sound because it's a well-kept house. Philly don't suffer no messes. But yeah. But she looks in. Oh, hello, dear. Are you like showing her?
I'm not covered. I'm showing her like the tattoos on my face and my arms.
She looks you over and just nods. Well, this is less awkward than I thought. And she leaves the room for a second and then comes back with a tray of tea that she had ready. Well, I went to check on you in your sleep. I'll admit, I got quite the fright. But they're really quite fetching. Who did them for you?
I did. All at once. When I got really angry.
They're not tattoos, dear? No, I wasn't going to judge. What you do, your body,
They are.
Well.
What do you know about my dad?
I know your dad left you somewhere to be found, dear. And I know we found you.
You never saw him?
No, I can't say that I did, in all honesty.
Okay.
And she kind of sets the stuffed animal up on the bed, like your little stuffed bear, and just kind of pets it out of nervousness. And it's not, you can tell it's not the tattoos that are making her nervous at this point.
Yeah. I think there's more to that than either you're letting me know or someone else knows.
With a rattling clink, she hands you a nervous cup of coffee or cup of tea on a saucer.
I take it, but I also like take her whole hand.
Oh dear.
Philly, I'm serious.
I'll never lie to you, boy. I never saw whoever he was. Swear that on me own eyes. But
how do you know I'm not a monster?
boy, I've met monsters. I've lived outside these walls. I know you're not. Because I see, and he kind of reaches all the way up and pokes at you in the chest by standing on the bed for a second. Because I've seen where your heart is, boy. It's good and it's strong. Whoever that man that left you gave us a great blessing. And I, for one, am very proud to see what you've grown into. This is you. These are you. All you. And kind of like getting more comfortable staring at the tattoos now, you know what I mean? Before they were just glances. I'm not trying to be rude, but now that it's not a tattoo, essentially, you know what I mean? It's something different. She feels more comfortable taking a closer look. Oh. Well, they are a thing to behold, dear. Did they hurt? It looks scabby a little.
Yeah, it hurt. But I don't know. Anyway, I need to go be creative for a little bit. I'm gonna go to the forge and I'm gonna start wrapping them back up. Thanks, Philly, for the tea. And I'll cover my head with a hood. And
goes, all right, one second. and comes back with essentially it looks like a blanket, like a rectangle, but like wraps it around you and affixes it to the medallion, so it covers. It's basically like a long robe for your legs to save you some time.
Thank you.
Whenever you're comfortable, dear, you won't need that blanket, and I'll be happy to keep it warm for you.
I'll see you later, Philly.
And she just kind of lets you leave, and you hear a fan that sounds an awful lot like somebody crying as you leave. All right. Yeah. So, anybody else waking up early, or am I heading back to Chick? Just so I know.
I'd have probably got up to be better.
All right. All right. When you wake up, Thistle is face down on the table.
Yeah.
She made it home, which you will know is better than some years.
This was a badge. I boil the kettle. And I make me and Thistle some tea. And I go outside and I get a cloth and I put it in the icy water and I come in and I put the icy cloth on the back of Thistle's neck and hand her some tea.
She like get at the cold and then like, oh yeah, kind of like doesn't even open her eyes, starts fiddling for the coffee. You see her pull out a little hair of the dog that bit her and pours it in to get the thing. And it's like, all right, little magical brew to help Mama feel better.
I detect magic.
There is none.
I look at her knowingly. Like, no words, pure vibes. Just looking at her like, there's no magic in that, and now I know.
Right now you know. She raises the eyebrow at, like, catching it and goes, just shrugs. Thistle gives 0 fucks.
Hey.
Oh, God. So you're an adult now? Big fancy lady? Yeah.
My face grew metallic. And now I feel like I can see and hear things that haven't happened.
Like, you see her kind of, like, focus her eyes, and for the first fucking time, she sees your piercings that are dead straight on your face. Oh, did you do that? Did you maim yourself, dear? Oh, you had such a beautiful face, you did. Oh, and now look at... And just kind of like, she's thinking you pierced yourself, you know what I mean?
These were more of a growing than an addition to my like this wasn't a consensual modification.
You see like kind of a purple hue roll over her eyes as she essentially does her own version of detect magic.
Yeah.
And pokes it a little bit. Gives the one on your nose a little jingle because she has no give a fuck about personal space.
Yeah.
Do they do anything?
What?
Are they just there for show? You said they grew. Can you whistle out of them? Do they make a jaunty tune?
Well, and then as she's saying it, her eyes gloss over for a second.
Oh.
And then she comes back.
Oh, balls.
And there's might be some bad things happen today. And like the piercings like glisten over.
Oh, her eyes were still purple as this happened because the longer you focus, the more you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she falls on her ass and it's like, oh, it's too bright for the day. Oh, shite. And it's just like covering, like, essentially you pulled back all of the curtains like right into her face.
Yep.
And
Right into her poor hungover face.
right, yeah. She's like, oh, you fucking, like, she's cursing you out in a language you may not understand.
I probably don't.
And just covering her eyes and just like, all right, and just finishes the tea. Okay, oh, well, either way, we've got to get things moving now. We got to find some things. Do you know what you want to do with your life? Huh? You're an adult now. You giving this any thought? Oh, I should have known. You got to think about these things now, love.
But books.
Aye, books. Speaking of which, I've got one coming in very soon, dear. I think you might enjoy.
Oh, okay.
I did miss you terribly while you were gone.
It was only 3 nights. We
That's
came
the
back on
only
the
3
third.
days you've been away, love. I
Yeah,
missed you
but-
so fierce, but I knew.
Oh,
I've seen the fire in your eyes, angry at me as you've been over the years. What was out there never stood a chance.
you put salt in my tea.
Just starts cracking up. Aye, that was one of the better ones, yeah.
Maybe that's why I've got metal face. So I can know if you put salt in my tea.
Well, then you're welcome. Very obviously happy to take credit. Well, you're not going to find yourself dawdling away in here. Go see what the village has to offer for adults. See what you want to do. Give yourself a think.
That sounds lecherous. I'm not like you.
I don't mean like that. Although, you are lit. You know, you could use a. You know what? That's a different conversation.
I'm gonna find a book.
Pours another cup of fucking magic brew and centers herself. And I'm guessing Ham would be awake now.
I think Ham gets up to do the dog chores.
Oh,
So I'm probably up to clean the stables or
Nice.
feed the dogs or
you see the Houndmaster just look at you like you'll have like 15 heads.
I just nod and go over to greet Slop, my new bestie.
Oh, poor Ty.
Oh,
No, Ham is my bestie. There's a difference.
yeah.
While I'm there, I probably talk to the Houndmaster about what commands or training, if anything.
Oh, Slopper? Well, they all have pretty much the same training. Oh, wrong. Sorry. They all got pretty much the same training. You can tell them to hold stuff, go get this, go get that, guard this point. But generally, they're not attack animals, more pack animals. They're big, they're strong, they're brave, and they'll get you through the brush quicker than any horse will. That's a fact. So that's pretty much why we use them. They're better as pack animals than as attack animals by a large margin. Because, well, we don't want to put animals in danger for our own safety. That doesn't seem right.
I agree. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll take Slob out for his morning exercise.
All right. As you go out, you can see, like, the ass end. You hear a twang, clunk, 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 as arrows are put into a specific target on a tree. As Chick finishes up his archery and heads in to his stance.
I'll just wave on the way by.
Sorry, you're talking about me?
Yeah, essentially,
I
on your way
was-
home, you see you and Ham cross paths, but like not at a distance where you can be like, "Hey, high five, what's up?" But just like, "Oh, hey, you're over there, and you're up early. I never see you this early." And more like visual than actual
Yeah.
communication.
I inside check. Is this the real Ham?
No score can tell you whether it is or not. You just have to believe.
I'm just happy to see
No
that
roll
the dog is,
necessary. I eat a piece of beef jerky on the way home.
Oh, there it is. There it
I'm just happy to see this dog is a good influence on him already.
But yeah, when you get home, your dad's already waiting. Like,
Okay, so
just sitting at the
uh,
table.
Norman's house is a little shack.
Mhm.
It's a small garden with vegetable like any other village house, and some chickens running around. And it has a big lock on the outside door. And inside, everything is locked. Also, it's small and big locks everywhere, with no keys around. And yeah, and we have to talk.
He looks up at you. His eyes kind of filled with a regrettable acceptance, like somebody who's prepared to do something they just never wanted to do.
Yeah, I remove my hood, seeing I didn't see the ground that is skin. Is it still disgusting?
It's like, yeah, it's still pretty gross. It's just happened like yesterday. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's still like it's gonna be like a week before
Couple
those
of
are healed.
days. I
Yeah.
think. Something happened in the goods that I don't understand.
She said she'd leave you alone. I'm sorry. That. So you met her. And he's just kind of like, he's trying to start the sentence that he knows,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So she was real. I thought maybe I had dream about it.
Honestly, yes and no. It could be as real as you want it to be. But yeah, that was real.
She said that I look like mom.
He smiles a bit. Well, she wasn't lying. And I'll tell you, she rarely does. But that doesn't mean the truth can't. He's just like, he's trying to like word something very specifically. You feel like there's something holding him back.
I can do magic now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like what kind of magic?
Let me see. I focus and I cast a sword in my hand with silent image. I can do illusions.
Alright.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Is this thanks to this woman?
No, boy, that's all. That's all your mom's family. The woman you met, that's your godmother. She's the reason you made it home.
Yesterday.
No.
When?
And he kind of gives you this look like, don't make me say it. Like, when your mother didn't.
You promised you told me when it was time.
Yeah, I was supposed to decide, not her.
Decide what?
When you got to learn, you're not. Your godmother is. For hundreds of years, she was essentially just a fucking calamity. She earned respect and power and adoration and eventually worship. Your mother was one of her more devout students. And I say student, not disciple, intentionally. But as the old story goes, she fell in love with somebody who's practically worthless, but had only love to give.
And this was here?
Yeah, this was here, and this was me.
No, I mean, this woman, did she live here?
No, she never lived here. To say she lives anywhere other than her tree is... And you remember now, like, you looked in through the windows of the little hut that was attached to a tree, but it was dark, and for all you know, that hut could have been part of the tree.
Does she have a name, and what does she want?
Oh, she has a name. She refused to let us know. You were innocent. So you got to come home.
I still don't understand.
Your mother was guilty of loving the wrong person and leaving the church to settle down. And being so close to whoever this is themselves directly, they took that very personally, but by the time they found out, she was already pregnant. And one night, your mother kissed me goodbye and left the village. And then you were delivered. She didn't stick around for questions. She just handed you to me and evaporated. But I knew.
Mm. And what does she want now with me? Didn't she get mom?
She doesn't have mom, as far as I know. I honestly have no way. She's beyond my ability to really comprehend, if I'm being honest with you, chick. She is an ephemeral power that has loomed over fucking creation, as far as I know. And I think she wants you to replace your mother.
What did she used to do, mother?
She didn't like to talk about it, but once, during a particularly raucous festival that made last night look like fucking child's toddler party, she told me she would help raise entire villages who turned against the faith. She would hunt down deserters. She was a weapon, for lack of a better term. Her faith was manipulated and used against her, and in the end, she was at least able to find truth, happiness, and solace. But nothing like that lasts.
I see.
He just kind of like takes a long drink of his coffee and sets it down.
Well, don't worry. She's not taking me anywhere. I will hide and use my knives and I pull out 2 knives, like sure, almost comedically, not seriously,
And he
just to
looks
make father
confused
smile.
for a second. You don't. Well, that answers my next question. I thought she was going to. And he, like, you see his mind racing. Like, what she took from you is your birthright. That mercurial silver was your mother's. She had a sigil essentially scored into her back, and the metal like embedded in her, and I could tell just by looking at it was the same metal in your crown.
Yeah, she was needing something with the same pattern as this godmother.
It's just very confused all of a sudden. I'm glad you made it home, son. I knew
It
you
was
would,
trouble at all.
but I know what's out there as good as anybody.
Yeah, I was surprised about this dog people and goblins
Dog
and that
people.
person.
Goblins we know about.
Yeah, I pull out. I don't know if where are the heads.
Yeah, you each have
Of the
like
dog.
some body part of some weird shit. We'll say just for
They got
story
lost in the
purposes.
party yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like a big ball. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if we cheated. We didn't hunt the blood hair.
Oh, it's
We
not
stole
always.
we stole the quills from these people. But by the way, I think we get into their territory and kill them when they try to defend their home. I think we were a little nervous and on edge at that moment. But now thinking about it coldly, maybe we were the monsters all along.
I mean, maybe, but we all do things beyond the wall, beyond those walls that we would never do within. And you did what you had to do or felt you had to do. And honestly, most of the stuff out there is pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah, take a look at this, and I pull out my armor where the knoll bite it,
Oh shit! He goes,
and it's completely shredded from that area. I need a new one.
all right, we'll get you set up then. Holy shit! And he kind of like looks and kind of, like you can see him like, oh man, kind of he pulls up his sleeve and you see right here, there's like this big goblin mark. It's like like goblin teeth mark. It was like it hung on to here for like at least 12 minutes. They
This
almost
was the dog person.
no, it was a goblin, not a dog.
No,
person.
I mean the armor.
Oh, they have that strong a bite and went through the armor. God damn.
Yeah, all bite, no bark.
Well, that's a scary thought. All right. Well, that we're gonna have to look into for sure. There's something new out there.
Yeah, I was thinking going to Sapa.
Oh, for armor? Metal armor? I don't think that's right for you, son. I
Not-
mean, it works for
Yeah,
ham.
I don't know. About table, everybody does armor. I mean, the forge does armor. Doesn't matter if it's leather.
Yeah,
or-
they have like leather workers and stuff there too. Yeah. But he's more making a dad joke,
Oh,
trying to kind of break the tension of the mood.
and a new sword if I want to defend from this godmother.
Fair.
And I go playing around, trying to fake, because this is not real. To be nonchalant, like not worry about it, so Norman doesn't get worried too.
Yeah. Just slightly awkward household, trying not to be awkward. Yeah. But, yeah. And from here, what is everybody doing? Over the next 2 weeks in game. Like, this is the time where your downtime starts. I wanted to give everybody the chance to wake up, and since I kind of already know what you guys are doing for downtime, I've worked some stuff together when you guys are ready. But I just want to know who wants to go first.
Ty just slips, like, tries and sneaks his way to the forge as best he can without getting a ton of attention. As impossible as that might be. And then basically lives there for the next 2 weeks. He doesn't go back to Philly's. He like sleeps by the forge he's working at.
Oh no, you get sent home every night.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he'll attempt to refuse, and he may just sleep right outside the forge. Like
Yeah.
they can kick him out.
Yeah, you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here, kind of deal. Like,
Yeah. He'll be as close to the forge as he can.
all right. All right. Then you would definitely see Ty, or Ty would definitely see Chick come in to talk to Zappa. So instead of starting with that, I'm gonna start with Ham and.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you if you want to do the others.
Yeah.
Because we already have.
Just did the long thing, yeah. Is for Ham and Rose specifically. You had a Rose in your dream.
Right.
You had a vision. Sorry, thank you. Keep correcting. You had a vision in your dream of this opalescent orb. And the vision was kind of obscured by these almost square pattern of light that shifted, and you got the sense that it was in underwater somewhere. There was something you needed to find, and you were being guided in that direction. You also saw a pig with you, but the pig wasn't real. It wasn't a pig.
So just to understand, there's a phantom pig.
The pig
In my
represents
dream?
somebody you're supposed to bring.
Oh, it's Ham.
That's nasty.
That is nasty, but it is Ham.
Well, up until now, he's associated with being big, fat, eating a lot, and fucking shit up. So,
That is pig-like behavior. Can we say it's a boar?
boar, yeah, fair, boar, yes.
Can I be a grown boar?
You be a grown fucking. No, it's a little tiny piglet, just chilling, pink as shit. No, yeah, a boar. There was an ephemeral like. Boar.
Not just a boar, a Miyazaki boar.
Yeah, the giant fuck off boar.
Yeah, with a mad painting.
Who's with like little tiny legs, but still keep it moving. It's got a gigantic gut, but it's a monster fucking boar.
So I see Ham's spirit animal, and some glowing opal orb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna use some time to. No, I think I'll start with the bit that I have a lead on, so I'm gonna go to Ham.
Yeah. Over the time, like, it took you to kind of piece this together, like, Ham has been just running all over the village. Like, you didn't just have this vision the next day or whatever, you know what I mean? This is, essentially your 2 weeks is this portion. But Ham has been running around carrying logs, carrying like dragging fucking crates of scrap metal from the mine to the market, like everything you can imagine. He has just been go fucking go. Him and Slobberknock are like the fucking dream team. So they're not hard to find. They're just hard
Cue
to pin
Rocky
down.
montage.
Dun, 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 dun,
Cue
dun, dun,
Rocky
dun, dun,
montage.
dun.
Rising up, back on the street. Did my time, took my chances.
Oh fuck! I forgot I'm on camera on this thing. But yeah. Essentially, yeah. You can tell he's been really, really. A fire has been lit under his cake of a booty.
Has he lost any shape?
Not so much just yet, but it's, you know, you gotta work the part first, and then you shrink. It's not. He's not quite smaller, but he's in that direction. He's moving. He's working. You know, he's putting in the effort, the hours, and Slobberknock's right there with him.
So he's just sweaty ham right now.
As a matter of fact, yes, he is the sweaty ham. Like, ham left out in the sun.
Sorry, it's just the fact that it's gone from a pig pissing your jeans.
He is a moist boar.
Does he at least
all
lost
right?
any weight? No, he's just sweaty.
He's a glistening boar of a dwarf at the moment. Try to make that better for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god, I love it.
It's a
Yes.
boar,
Oh,
not a pig.
Yes.
a majestic bull.
Why are his nipples still out?
Because it's gonna be always like this for
I
me.
have clothes on, guys.
No.
Close
Tits
enough.
out for the win all day, every day.
I like to think that,
Too hot.
like,
I'm too hot. I'm running around in just underwear.
All right.
so
All
yeah,
right.
I find Ham on one of his many
Trips.
circuits
It just
of the
happened to
the
be between
village.
gophers, you know, between chores at the moment as you find him.
You just wait for the thudding. You just hear doom, 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 doom. The house shakes a little bit. Oh, that's Sam.
This is him. So yeah, I kind of wave at Ham.
Howdy, little miss.
You came to me in a dream.
I've been running a lot of places. It makes sense. I might be there too.
Uh, Good for you. Progress. But there was an orb in the dream.
An orb.
Pretty. What?
You think you're supposed to get it?
I think we need to get it.
This is one of the real dreams. That
I
are-
think, yeah, I believe that's the case. Although you didn't look like you, but it was definitely you.
You know where the orb is?
No, you are the closest to a tangible lead I have about the orb.
I'm the first clue.
Does anyone in the blacksmith work with stones?
Do you describe the I mean, Ham would
Tell,
know.
yeah,
Ham
tell me
would-
about
yeah.
tell me about the dream. Where did the orb look like? Where was it situated?
It was I don't know where it was situated because I don't think that part was there. But it was opalescent and there were lots of colours in it, but it was pale and it was an orb.
Like a big pearl.
But flecky.
Was it underwater?
Was it underwater? Yes, it was.
Huh. Do you get the sense it was particularly special magic orb, or was it one of many mundane orbs that you need.
I got the sense it had its own presence. It was a singular in the dream. Now, obviously, if there are multiples, I don't know.
Can I roll history on it? Does it count as some sort
Can I help?
Can it count as
You
some
can
stone?
roll. Yes, I was gonna say you can definitely have advantage.
Boom. History of materials roll. Ooh. I got an 18.
All right, that's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely a pearl for sure. But the part that kind of spoke to you was like that water, the way they described the blue seemed like, remember that place where you guys got to rest
Adorable.
and go in that water hole, like that it seemed like it could be that place maybe, like,
And this is a
because you were one of the few that actually swam in that, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
went full swimming, so you remember the pattern and stuff like that. So it just seems more familiar as she speaks about it.
It wasn't that far away. We could probably make it back.
It'd be a like go one day, come back the next, but yeah.
All right. Well, let's have a look-see.
Do we think the because there was nothing behind that place, but what if it's at the bottom of the place?
That's what I'm thinking. For the brief time I was a soaking and a swimming.
Okay.
As soaking and as swimming.
Should we try and get the others? I don't fancy our current chances as a duo.
Sure. Let's ask him. I don't know what
Nice.
the plan is.
Okay.
It's a downtime activity.
All right. As mentioned, especially Ham, you would 100% know that Ty has been in the forge like way more than they should be, like more than they ever have been before, for sure, and have been super diligently working on a project. Like, there is a passion to Ty's work that you haven't seen before. And yeah, Ty, you are at a position where you can't leave the project.
Okay. In that case, with that information, maybe we should grab an more adulty adult and go with them.
Above table,
Above table, it's just gonna, just so you guys know,
we-
it's gonna be you two.
Okay,
I'll say
yeah, because I'm yeah, okay, cool.
It's like, do you want an NPC?
Yeah, no, it's
Because
just
I don't know what kind of thing you've set up to know what I need
no,
to do.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you guys are just taking a day trip. You, especially you, Rosehip, you would know you have to go. It was pretty smooth sailing until you got to the Bloodhawk territory. That was really the only real complication. Like, there could be something on the way that you don't foresee, but generally the only real obstacle that you know of in that direction was the Hawks, and you also know how to deal with them.
I say we load up Slob and we hit the road.
Okay, this time we'll take the path. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, Slob, yes! Oh, man.
I don't know if those dogs are also those that melt away.
Yeah, Mastiffs, they can definitely melt, yeah. So yeah, the three of you go, and it's at that point I'll switch to Ty, and then we'll finish up your thing, because, yeah, just so they can get their stuff started at least. Sorry, not Ty, Chick.
Oh.
No, because Ty, you
I
said
didn't
there
do
was
it.
something else you wanted to do that wasn't the thing. Do you want to do that now?
I mean, it was just a conversation with Zappa. While I'm in the forge at some point. It doesn't have to be now. It's not going to be very long.
No, that's fine. Like, it's...
Okay. Yeah.
That
Go
now
for
would
it.
be the time. I want to make sure
Okay.
everybody gets there.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So how long have I been at the forge at this point?
We'll say it happens after the first week. You know, time is ephemeral at this point. You know what I mean?
All right. So by now, Ty smells really bad because he has not showered. He has not stepped away from the forge. He has not even really spoken to anybody, and is just in the fire for the most part. And that's what he's like until he's approached to either leave or if somebody needs something.
No, yeah. The only time he's asked to leave is at night when they give the metal tempered, like, cool, shut it down, then to reheat and all the stuff they need to do, cleaning and all that jazz. Because I'm gonna guess you can't clean an active furnace.
So I guess it'll be at some point when he's getting ready to leave that he'll seek out Zappa.
Yeah. Zappa's always in the main hall at the hearth of the furnace. Like I said, it's kind of centered around this point in a semicircle.
And is there anybody else around, or is it just
It's
Zappa?
just him. This is like, essentially, this is his forge. Like, other people have tried to do stuff here, but they just can't. Like, they burn themselves. People who have been blacksmiths for hundreds of years can't handle this forge the way Zappa can. It's, yeah, anyway.
Okay.
Continue.
And I'll approach and just
Clang, clang. You know,
Zappa.
Oh, hey, Ty. Didn't hear you there. How you enjoying manhood?
Oh, it's been a
Leaning
problem.
into it. And kind of after he takes a big whiff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he Ty is like, he's been slow seething. He's been rage crafting like every day, literally. Like that, he gets rage. He just rages into the machine, if you will.
Oh yeah, he's noticed. Nothing goes on in that forge that he doesn't pick up on, like the passion, the extra effort.
And why do you call me a Tri-Smithson?
Because you are.
When did that happen?
When I said it did. That's how this works.
Just doesn't seem like I'm always a Tri-Smithson. Sometimes.
You never feel that way. You hear the clanging stop as he actually turns around, kind of like, almost like you punched him in the feelings. Like, you're a Tri-Smithson wherever you go, boy. Don't you fucking forget that. That means something.
But I'm not a dwarf.
Kind of like looks up at you. No shit.
But I'm also not a human. And then at that point, I'll pull my hood back and show my face tattoos to him. You ever met
Makes
somebody like
sense.
me before?
Yep. As a matter of fact, as it turns out. Yes, I have.
And what am I?
I don't know the name for it, but your dad, he had some anger issues. I tell you, boy, you could. Whew. Makes sense. I can see it in you now.
And I'll rage right in front of him. it's becoming a problem.
For who? I see the work
Me.
you're putting in. Oh, all right, that's fair. What's the problem?
I can't control it.
Then you
All
learn.
I want to do is hit things. I want to hit you. I want to break machines.
He laughs and he takes off his shirt. Then do it, big boy. You're a man now. You got to make your own decisions. Where you swing that hammer and where that shit ends up, that's on you now. This ain't time for childish mistakes. You're a fucking man now, and you're a Tri-Smithson. The weight of your blows is deeper than the weight of the hammer. You know this. You came up forging metal. What are you going to do with it?
I don't think I can keep doing this.
Forging or not knowing?
Yes. Forging.
Then
I
stop.
think. Then I'm not a Tri-Smithson.
No, you'll always be a Tri-Smithson as long as I say you're Tri-Smithson. I think that's the part you're not getting, boy.
Then who the hell else am I?
Becca Kento. He is probably the largest son of a bitch I've ever met. He's from the Kukatoas. He's, yeah. You see some of those trails out there that look well run, wagons and such? That's them. They move around a lot. They're not really kind of like scratches behind his head. Like, Grotmeyer's not going to be too happy, but essentially, you know, we all know each other. He's been around a long fucking time.
So what, I just go follow tracks until I find this person?
I mean, they are a nomadic people. I can't tell you exactly where they'll be with any assurance, so I don't know what to tell you.
Alright.
But
Well.
you gotta find who you are, boy. If this ain't it, if swinging this hammer and loving this fire ain't what's in your heart, then you gotta find what is. But you'll always be a Tri-Smithson. And he kind of gets close, like slaps you in the face a little bit, even if you're not a fucking dwarf.
Right. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
And he leaves.
You hear the hammering resume after. All right. And do a check. What time is it? Make sure. All right. Check. What were you doing?
So I keep every morning doing exercises, running around, and every morning I practice a spell.
Mhm.
One day I sneak around and make a minor illusion to make the sound of a snake to scare some people walking around, just to test it out.
All right.
One day I jump from a tree and I don't get hurt falling down. Another day I'm just sitting staring at a bunch of sleeping sheeps. And that's most of my spells.
Nice. That's solid. All right.
And then I will go to Zappa.
On the day you go to Zappa, when you wake up, you're in a bit more of a hurry than normal. You feel slightly more urgent.
Feel I'm not because of any reason.
No, you just feel like just more action. Like you just need to be doing it. Like, if that's the idea, that's the thing, then we're gonna do it.
Okay.
So yeah, you head on over.
I get there, yeah.
All right. As usual, he's at his own personal forge.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
forge
don't
has an
have to
unusual
go.
aroma. It
Do I have
smells
to go to
slightly more
personally to
manly
Zappa?
than normal. Sorry.
Do I have to go personally to Zappa because I get Ty goes to his adopted dad, but probably there's other people working
Yeah,
there.
like he may not. I mean, you're not about to go on your quest, and you don't have a package for him. He may not like give a shit. He's busy working, obviously. So yes, there's always somebody you can ask that's not him. Hell, you could ask Ty.
I mean, if you want to play him, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I mean, you could even ask Ty.
Okay. Anybody available? I need some things done.
There's like a long pause. Here.
Yes. Nobody.
Chick! Back here. I'm not stepping away. Come back here.
I go running and jumping over things.
And you find out. How long's it been now?
Yeah, like as you get closer, there's more and more of like a walking against the wind effect of the sheer manly aroma coming from.
Ugh.
That's bad.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Man, like-
Ty, you've been working hard, Ty.
You could say that. What do
Yeah,
you need?
I can smell that.
Yeah, I'll shower when this is over. What?
Well, do you remember when the null thing bite me? I need a new armor. And I would love a new sword. I mean, daggers are fine, but I think I could do more with a sword.
Okay. What kind of armor do you want? You can't wear metal.
No, something light, so I can move around quickly, but protective.
All right.
On mechanic terms, a studded leather.
All right, that should be pretty easy. And I'll set my forge on like a cooler setting, and I'll walk away from it, and I'll be like, just follow me.
Are you
There's-
doing okay? You looked more serious than you usually are.
I'm unstable is a good way to put it. It's better that I just stay here. But we can find you a sword. Do you want it specially made, or you okay with just like what's on the racks over here?
I'm okay with whatever it is. I like to be a little curved, but that's all.
Okay.
That's a short sword. No.
All right. Hang on a second. And I'll shout for whoever is in the area of the like already made stuff to see if anybody's around. And if I don't get an answer, I'll just walk up and pick up studded armor. I'll pick up a sword and be like, "Do you like this one or this one?"
Oh yeah. I think this worked well enough. Today, the Dungeon Master.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like basically, like I said, this is a real communist place. Like oh yeah, that's my Twitch thing. Scared me. Yeah, this town is pretty much. If you want it, you can have it. If it's just lying around and you see somebody kind of like look over, give you the wave. You know what I mean? Like those are fine if they're needed. Use them. Like they were essentially just going to be repurposed into something else. But if they can serve their purpose, then that's how it works.
So, what did Plumeria?
Phil,
What did Phil say about the marks?
well, I scared her is what I did, and that's why I haven't gone home yet. She said it was part of my dad. She didn't know who my dad was. Zappa seemed to know a little bit more. But I just have to go off wandering if I want to try to find anything, which just pisses me off more.
Do you want to do something now?
I want to finish what I started. I'm saying goodbye to the forge.
What you doing after?
I'm gonna leave here too.
The town?
Yes.
Mm.
Doesn't make sense to stay here when I don't even know what I am.
You hear somebody come. You're on. He looks over. You're on 9, right? Which is the forge you've been using pretty consistently.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah, that's got to be clean. He points up, and you can see the smoke ring has its own embers, and it's really like at a point where it needs to be clean. We need about at least 5 hours off this. All right, you can take that 5 hours.
No.
Well, everything's
I'll just
built
I'll
up.
just move forges.
That's what I'm telling you, right? If you could just move forges, I'd be like, hey, can you go to 6 or can you go to 4? All right, everybody's working right now. You guys just came back. All those needles got to be put to use. This is just a fucking busy time. All right, we're doing the 5-hour cleaning. You know that's the quickest we can do it, cause I know you've been working real hard. We all know, Ty, but sometimes a hammer the metal needs time to work itself into you. All right, give it a break. I don't know what's going on with you, man, but
Might just break it if I have to walk away.
I don't know what to tell you.
This is fucking stupid. Fine.
Sorry, Ty. Like he's genuinely apologetic. Like I really am, but it's for everyone's safety.
I just rolls his eyes and walks away.
You see the guy
Literally,
look at Chick
you
like
see him as he like walks away. He literally just breaks the closest thing nearby and like storms out of the forge.
he's looking at Chick like
I will go with him, and I just follow Ty.
all right. You just hear him calling out to like 6 different people to get the cleaning started and get shit going and
Thank you for the armor, Zappa. And I leave.
Zappa doesn't even wave. He just keeps hammering.
Hey Ty, wait up.
I slow down and
I don't know if it matters that much that your family is not from here, but we will miss you if you go.
it doesn't. It's not that my family's not from here. It's that I don't understand any of this.
Well,
I'm so angry all the time.
I had a conversation yesterday with my dad about this, and I am more confused than ever. So maybe more answers are not always the best. Do you want to punch something?
Yeah, lots of things. All the things.
Do you want us to look for something to punch?
Don't know that it's gonna make it better.
Zappy, check your messages.
Let's
the wind
go.
said quietly.
Check your
For a while.
messages.
Said the wind quietly.
Is there something to punch around? What's the best option in this town, Theo? He's going looking for a bear. He's going to the tavern. I mean, I asking what would the characters know?
Oh,
Like, is there a place to just go brawl?
I mean,
is there
technically
an
there's a
underground
bar, but
rough
there's
fight?
not like a pit fighting place. No, like
Okay.
yeah, they try to keep violence outside for the most part.
Would Norman be a good punching partner?
No, Norman would run. Like, fuck this. That guy's
Run
huge.
from time.
I don't know. I mean,
He's
You
a
know what?
badass, but he's not gonna hurt. Like, he's not gonna like fight the kid. He's like, fuck this.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm just gonna go take a bath. I guess I smell pretty bad. If the forge is gonna be clean, I might as well be too.
so you can get all sweaty together again.
Well, yeah, I'm not done.
It's about this
Maybe
time
you
that
could play
Ham
music.
and I almost said this. So Rosehip kind of start to move towards the exit as you guys are coming out of the forge stuff. So you guys see each other slightly in the distance.
Shout at Ham and be like, "Hey, where are you going?"
I'm following the little mistress here.
Where are you going? Ro?
For a swim.
Okay, well, I guess I need one of those. Can we come?
Yep.
Okay, I start putting the new armor while walking.
I'll help him.
Nice. Yeah, and yeah. That is. I have the next part. All right. So yeah, as you guys lean up, I'm going to assume you share the dream with everyone now, and you kind of get the idea of where you want to go. And so yeah, first things when you get out, you come into the Bloodhawk territory.
I
soon
thought
as
we were going
we're-
to try and take the path this time.
I know the path goes through it.
Okay.
As soon as we're like out of the city or whatever, he'll at least take off like the bandages and shit.
Nice. Dope. And yeah, you guys know how to deal with them already, so it's not a big deal.
Ham, I think for once I smell worse than you do.
All right. Well, the smell
suits you.
of death does
Thanks.
draw attention. No, but yeah. I'm assuming you guys just leave the food and walk and keep going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's with kind of an actual sense of direction and purpose and knowing exactly how to get through the forest without a problem. You make it there pretty much right at the twilight time. Like, it's going to take a little bit to find it probably, so you're going to have to camp there, but...
I send my raven into the
All right, yeah.
and I work out where it is and stuff.
All right, and since... Yeah, we'll say that Ty carries you while you see through the eyes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you can see the familiar pool. The cooling night air kind of has a nice mist to the water, as the water is warmer than the air. You know. So.
How far away is it?
How far away is it's I don't know. Not that far.
Like we can get there and then camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, Ro has keen mind.
Yeah. So you guys
So-
have a fair to decent idea where to go. And I mean, anybody here have cartography skill?
No,
That's
but
just
now that you mentioned, I go picking up herbs and plants.
Oh, all right. You can do that on the way. Yeah. You're pretty well trained. Roll me a nature check.
No, wrong one.
Nature check, or I'm gonna the other thing, the herbalist thingy. How do you roll with this?
You have an herbalist kit?
Oh,
Yeah, I said
it
that.
essentially gives you advantage on your
So
nature checks
something-
for this.
No, I think it just gives me the proficiency of
Oh, all right.
wisdom, I guess.
Tools is usually the governing stat plus proficiency. If you have proficiency in that tool.
Yeah, I am.
Alright.
So what it is? 20 plus what? Plus.
Your proficiency's up at the top next to charisma. So
For
whatever
level
that
3, it'll
that-
be 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'll
I
be
thought maybe there was a wisdom too or something.
so it'll be the 20 plus the skill, which is usually like
No, I rolled a 3.
Oh, that is you see some stuff, but like you're more concerned about getting there. This trip is definitely meant about expediency, and you don't want to hold up the
Thing
group.
is, I got more nature and survival than just proficiency. I don't understand tools.
Yeah,
You-
well, with a 3, it won't super matter, but you add the
Yeah.
stat. Like we'll say for this, it's wisdom and proficiency. So it's like if you so that's You
Whatever your
add wisdom
wisdom is.
proficiency, and so it's +2 from proficiency, plus your wisdom, plus the die roll.
Okay, yeah, I don't find anything.
All right.
For this next section, do you need me here? Because my cat is demanding me, but I can listen to you still.
No, you can go on ahead. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
You won't be needed until you're needed.
Okay, I hear you. So
All right.
scream if you need something.
We're a cat first network over at Vagabond Gaming.
Yeah, it's getting a pain in the ass.
So, yeah, you guys making your way pretty good. It's easy trekking. You know where you're going. You get to the pond here.
Pond.
Whoops, I think I fucked something up a little bit. Yes, I did. Wait. There we go. Alright, I can fucks with that now. Objects and tokens. Boop. Yeah, alright. So, you find yourself at the warm pool of water. Parts of it seem like they roll with the hills, but some of it is deep black, and you know it can go down for a bit. So, what do you guys choose to do?
Well, I smell really bad, so I'm just gonna get in.
Push tie in as he's getting.
Splash.
Whee!
Merriment.
I appreciate the help, Ham. And I
Ham.
dive under the water.
Much obliged.
Alright. So yeah. You guys are splashing around a little bit, getting clean.
It's like a green that's seeping away from
Right.
Ty.
There's so much like soot and sweat and man oozing away into the water. It looks like something out of Fern Gully. Yeah.
Bro, what are we doing here? I mean, we're looking for this pearl you saw?
Yeah. It's important.
Okay. I mean, I can swim around. What is... You don't know where it is.
I don't know where it is. But it's
Okay.
probably at the bottom.
Only one way to find out.
Ham, are you gonna swim too?
Sure.
You've been working hard, right? You probably handle a little bit more swimming than you could a couple weeks ago.
I seen him every morning taking a walk. That was surprising at first.
Yes. I'm not flattered to hear you call it a walk, but I was out and you did see me.
How's your leg?
Loose. Less ale helps it.
Well, yeah. And I'll dive underwater and start looking around away from my mucky area that I washed myself, so I can see something.
Yeah, as you move in a thiswardly direction, and you realize you kind of start to get deeper, like chest deep, and neck deep, and mouth deep. Like, this is way deeper than you had originally thought. Like, way deeper.
Once I get here, I just blow bubbles.
It's when you feel something touch your foot.
Help!
Ah!
Do I see what it is?
Yeah, since you're out of the water, you can kind of see a little. Actually, no, only Rose can, because she never came back from her crow. Rose hip.
Row.
Flap 'em. Yes, sorry. Only Ro can see, because she has the bird's eye view at the moment. And it was just a little fish.
Oh. Never mind, don't help. I'm okay.
But it was funny that, it made him jump.
Alright, I'm gonna actually put my head underwater and see if I can see anything.
Yeah, you really can't. For how nice the water is, that blue acts like a fog. You can barely see your hand in front of your face as you move. Like, you need something else to tell you where to go.
Alright, I come back up and I can't see anything. I don't know. Ham, can you see anything in here?
Rose, Hip, what are you doing?
I walk up to the bank of the pond.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of scowl at it, and then I cast Alter Self and give myself gills and a swimming speed, and I go, I'll help. I also have dark vision, so
Alter Self is great.
Yeah, kick my plans in the dick-ish. All right, that is what's up. And
I
that is how
have
you
gills,
do that.
webbed fingers, and a swimming speed equal to my walking speed, and I can breathe underwater.
Hell yeah! All right.
Oh.
Like I said, it's not necessarily that it's darkness. It's that the water is so blue it acts like a fog.
Okay.
Even though you can like see down there, you can still only see basically your hand in front of your face. You're still surprised by the way the water works.
I gurgle fog water, misty water, black water.
What do you
Is that spell concentration?
Up to an hour. I search the bottom. I mean, I've got an hour. I go for some deep bits. I have a good old search.
all right.
No, I can't see. I'll just run my hands along and try to be helpful.
Yeah, for whatever reason, you're scouring. You're doing great. And in a moment of frustration, you feel like you need to roll an Arcana check.
Oh.
No, that's fine enough. It's more like you get the feeling it's wait, to the left? Was that the left? That feels like the left. Then you start looking in the left and you realize it took you a moment of focusing to get that feeling of the left.
I search
To the left, to the left.
like, you know.
Everything you want.
Can I detect magic? Or is that miss with my concentration? Hold on.
That's why I asked.
It is, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I can't do that right now then. That's fine. I'm gonna continue looking with my what about that one?
Look about.
Hey, I'll tell you what isn't though, identify. So
I will.
that's not concentration.
Ty's gonna poke Ro in the top of her head, and try to get her to come up so he can talk to her.
Yeah.
I can. So if you have an idea where it is, I have this spell called Fairy Fire, that will highlight any objects in a 20-foot cube.
Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay. It's a large pearl. It's towards the left of that bit.
Give me another Arcana check.
It's slightly to the right now.
Is it me or is it her?
You.
Me.
Yes.
Exactly the same.
Fuck. All right. You get the sense it's moving?
Fast or slow?
Slow.
Is it inside a clam?
I can
We
try.
might be looking for a clam.
Do you want me just to cast it where you last saw it?
You know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to focus on it, and then I'm going to point, and then you cast, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay. And so I'm now looking for a clam, not necessarily a pearl. And what's moving? I'm looking for movement that's larger than small fish. And I'm having a look.
Again, the murkiness kind of surprises you, but you take the time to look and you find a fairly large turtle. For a turtle. With the pearl kind of stuck in its back.
All right.
Okay, the second I spot it, I point my finger upwards. Like, I stick an arm out, I stick an arm down, I point at the turtle. Dare! Dare, 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 dare.
All right. Then I'll cast Fairy Fire, light it up.
The water turns this blue and green make teal.
So
Like
it's an object, and I can turn it purple. So it's objects turn purple, not the water.
And affected creatures shed
Yep.
dim light. And so the turtle is fucking glowing.
Okay, I go for the turtle. It's a turtle, guys, it's a turtle. I found it's glowing. It's here.
Can I cast command on the turtle to make it come to shore?
You can't see it, so no. That is one of the.
Didn't you just fairy fire it?
I did, but it's underwater.
Yeah, like
Okay, hold on.
you see where the light comes from. You can't see the thing itself.
Can I?
That's how murky the water is. If you want to swim down, yeah, like, but I
So
don't,
right now,
for you coming up's the problem.
who is outside the water?
Yeah.
And who is in the water?
Rosehip
Oh.
and Ty are in the water, and
Well, Ham
Hammer-
got in the water too.
Oh, Ham was, yeah, but okay, yeah, Ham was in the water, and you're outside with Slobberknock.
Okay, then I am outside, and I'm gonna hide and watch
All right.
to see if someone comes. That's that. We are in a map.
So the caveat with Command Jig is that they have to understand your language.
Oh shit, that too. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Hear me out.
Cowabunga! Get out of the water, dude! Pizza time! Come on, it's easy. Start.
What about if I cast web on the turtle?
Web underwater.
Gross.
I will make an athletics check to try to swim after it and catch it.
Okay.
Now that I can see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a much easier. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, and it's chonkers. So
And
I'm
I
gonna
fucking rolled a 2!
Yeah, you're and this thing's kind of trotting along. It turns its head just a little bit, but it doesn't really. It just kind of think you're hugging it a bit, like, and it's like, all right. It just keeps trotting along the bottom there, enjoying the churn as it was.
Is the pearl like lodged in it, or
Yes.
is it inside of it? Lodged. Okay.
Lodged it is.
Well, I've got ability underwater, so I am actually just going to try and remove the pearl.
All right, what do you use?
My hands? Like,
All right, roll a strength check. Yeah,
oh, okay.
you gotta
Oh, Jesus.
kind of rip it out of there. It's like
Yeah,
3/4 in, 1/4 out. You know what I mean? It's really fucking in there.
What's
Oh,
the
really
size of the
fucking in
turtle?
that. Okay, so that is going to be easier to take out. Okay, I like out the whole turtle. Can I grab the turtle by the pearl and haul it out that way?
No, it's like it'd be like trying to
Like a handle?
pull a bottle cap.
Okay.
Like there's not that much out. Ooh. Yeah. Like just the far curvature is out. Think of it that way. So it's like there's no place to grip. But you notice the second you touch it, this pearl is fucking extraordinary.
Okay, we gotta get. Okay, what about if I make my raven into an octopus for a sec and use its tentacles as a net?
Do you use
And
the
the
spell slot?
octopus head. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
And the octopus head as a doorknob.
Well, they with an literally this is what their beaks are made for, is tearing into turtle shells. So yeah, that is entirely
Okay.
doable.
then that's what I do.
The only caveat is that as an octopus, it still sounds like "Gah!"
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It's a calling.
Like it's got a beak still.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Octobacil all over again.
so yeah. Then you can kind of carefully, Ty, underwater, you see her body just go limp and just kind of float to the bottom. And
I catch her.
like she's fine. She's breathing great. Like she got the gills.
Pull her close and just make sure, yeah, she's still breathing.
Yeah, she's absolutely fine.
Out of the water.
And you just see the fucking octopus. You see a bird enter water. Like, you know how birds can dive in? And then the feathers just kind of turn into tentacles at its back, and it just swoops right in.
I look back at Ham and I'm like, sometimes magic is fucking gross.
And it just starts going. Well, Sage, you are in control now.
Yeah, so the octopus latches its tentacles around the shell, careful to avoid any of the bits of the turtle that could try and defend itself. And it uses its beak to kind of grip and pull away at the shell a bit so it can get this part. It tries not to hurt the turtle, but if the turtle gets hurt, the turtle gets hurt.
If we've given up hope about not hurting the turtle, I can't cast command, but I can cast compel duel, and it has to come towards me and fight. I can distract it while.
Does it have to hear you?
No. Let me see.
Okay, well that works.
Whoa! Shit there! Sorry.
What happened?
I almost stupided my computer to pieces.
That's not great.
How big is the turtle?
Around the size of Slobberknock. It's a big fucking turtle.
Ooh.
Yeah, you actually tear off a sizable chunk of this really thick, kind of opalescent on the underside shell. It looks like it's actually fucking beautiful. Ty, you see this as material for what I sent you the message about.
You lost your camera. I don't know if you realize.
I did not. Thank you for letting me know, good sir.
Wait, so we want to kill the turtle?
No, the turtle wants to kill us.
No, the turtle is
No.
scared. Now that it's got this big chunk ripped out and like getting that chunk out, the pearl was also loosened. You know what I mean?
I octopusy myself around it.
Yeah, you get it and swim out.
That octopusy.
Yeah, right? James Bond's worst nightmare.
I'm gonna pick up the piece that the octopus like ripped off and pocket it.
All right. And yeah, with that you swim up with Rosehip's body, and just surprisingly light, even for water. And yeah, that's you. The second you touch this pearl, you feel like once you're in your form, I should say. So
I'll get her to the edge of it and to the edge of the pond and put her and anything else I happen to be carrying on the edge, and I'll just sit down.
I expend another slot to unoctopus my familiar, and as it reshapes itself,
you see an octopus fly out of the water, kind of tentacles flailing for a second, and then those tentacles shrink back into the wings, and the bird flaps in and takes to the side.
yeah, just like vomits out a scale and about like.
Yeah, the pearl falling gently onto Rose's hips, awaiting hands.
She like presents the pearl to Han, who was the first person who was talking to her about it, and goes, "This was this one.
It's shiny.
It's big."
I don't have detect magic, but I have divine sense. Is it particularly good or evil? Probably not.
I can detect magic
It's
now.
not. But as a dwarf, you can tell this pearl is something fucking amazing. There's no scratch marks on it. It seems like it was simultaneously protected and like sanded and made into like the perfect like fist-sized pearl in that thing's back.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
Now the next question is: would another one grow back if we leave the turtle?
I believe the
Maybe
turtle
another
has
turtle
made its
will
way.
grow.
Like it is scared and running.
Maybe another turtle will grow from the pearl.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the turtle, although quite upset, isn't dying.
Yes.
Then I'm comfortable to let the turtle to let the turtle go.
Sorry, repeat that?
I'm comfortable to let, if it's not dying or anything, it to just do its bit. Like we got the pearl.
Yeah, I mean it's hurt, but it's like, it's obviously lived through worse. It had a pearl like stuck into it for God knows how long. That couldn't have been fun at first. So yeah, it's hurt, but it's fine. It's alive. You didn't murder it.
I don't have cure wounds to help it, so I am actually just going to stroke my pearl.
Did we check the waterfall last time we were here?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I assume we will always do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we did do that, but Theo can't hear us.
You
Pretty sure we did.
did, but that wasn't here then.
Oh, okay. So we could recheck the waterfall, right?
Let's triple check the waterfall.
This time I won't lick it, but I will give it a good sniff.
Oh, that's right. We definitely checked because
Yeah,
you looked at
that's-
the rocks.
Uh-huh.
We
That's how I remember so clearly, because it tasted like an armpit.
You checked behind the waterfall?
Yep.
Yeah, there's one scared wounded turtle back there.
I'll cast Lay on of Hands.
It like shrieks away, but it's a turtle, so it's not like going anywhere quickly. And as you touch it, you can see like the shell kind of, a thin layer of shell come back over.
That'll do, turtle. That'll do.
Does the water of the pond still look weird, mystical, or it's gone now that the orb is gone too?
No, the bone still looks dope. It has like
No, the water.
Not bone, the
oh,
water of the pond. That it's supposed to be strange.
the water is
bone's
still
in
the
my,
color.
in my pocket.
Yeah. All right. No, the water is just that color. You don't know why.
And the bone in my pocket is because I'm super happy to see you.
I was gonna leave it alone.
No, never leave it alone.
Never leave. So yeah, and is this where it is, getting to be nighttime after you took all that time to find and hone and search and all this jazz. And golly knows that Rose spells. That's not Rose, it's Ro apostrophe. Like her spells. Rose hip spells are I've taken a hit, so if you guys want a nap, take a long rest, that's fine.
I mean, I'm up for whatever. I'd like to get back to the forge as soon as possible. But if you guys need to nap, I'm also okay to slip out here.
I think I'm gonna do some laps in the pool real quick. Just do a tight 10 laps. Burn like 600 calories, bro.
I'm gonna make 12.
I'll make 12. Oh, alright. So you guys are just gonna chill out here for the night? You can take the point of exhaustion and walk back. Like, you know how to get there. Like, you have someone carrying you have Slobberknock to carry all the heavy stuff. Like, you know how to get past the only real obstacle.
I don't mind either way, but I want to make a Constitution roll opposed to check to see who swims more.
Oh, that's a bitch move. I like it.
I'm gonna make dexterity so I can fly through the water instead of,
Oh,
getting tired with Constitution shit.
all right. I see.
What'd
I
you
see what it
cast?
is. I'll allow it.
What did you cast?
Oh, you didn't
Uh,
cast anything.
no, I'm saying I'm arguing bullshit to make it dexterity instead of Constitution.
Yeah, he's gliding through
Dexterity
the
is
water.
agility, but more
Yeah,
laps
yeah.
than he is endurance.
That's what I
It's a
argue.
Constitution roll. You can't.
I'm
No, you don't get to
I'm
change the
swimming
rules
so
of the game
dexterous
so that
that
you
the
can just
water
fucking win every time.
the water goes through me. No, I'm not going through the water. The water goes through me.
He
Of how
jumps through the
dexterous I
water
am.
and flips.
Yeah, and
stuff.
I'm so fucking fat the water moves out of my way. So
Which
I think
use
we
to
can
go
all be
faster.
God in the imaginary game.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna go to Constitution because fuck it.
Just fuck it. Roll well. Please beat him regardless.
Please.
Oh!
oh,
Do
nice.
it. Oh!
oh,
Yeah, who's the dwarf now?
Sweet.
But
You're
this is
almost
all
there.
out
You
of
can.
character.
You feel like that 13. You normally would have got like a 6. So you have come a long way, even since the last time you were at this pool. Because remember, you got winded pretty quick and got that gouty ass foot. So you're doing real fucking good for you.
So, in character, I wasn't competing with him. I was trying to push him and to give it a little more.
A little retcon
Yeah.
there.
This is
That's
not
not
Morty.
true.
This is cheek. This is not Morty.
Fair,
This
fair.
is actually a genuine jest.
no, but I
I'm
love the
gonna-
idea of like in character being more wholesome. Like,
Like,
A little
Yeah.
retcon. I'm down.
well, yeah. All those days of running through the trees and climbing shit, it pays off, I guess. And you both have the same bonuses, honestly. So yeah, that's. But yeah, so here's a night closes in.
That's the night class.
Yeah. What do you sleep or head back?
I say we just sleep here.
I nap in this tree.
All right.
We have cans with little cord, and I can speak with Row from 3 to 2.
All
I'll
right.
just sit down next to Ham as we're like poking around a fire. And
I sat next to Ham. Over.
waiting on you, chick.
This is tree 2 to tree 1.
Oh, I understood Ham. Sorry.
Oh,
832 to 31.
Tree 2 to tree 1. It looks like they're poking at the fire. Over.
I am getting cold in this tree. 2, 1, 3.
I think we should probably leave the trees. Over and out. Just leave the tin can in the tree.
I got down from the tree with several branches so we can
Yeah.
burn them.
Yeah.
while they're doing that, I'm just gonna talk to Ham and like I think I'm gonna leave the town. Ham.
Where to?
Well, I don't actually know. No one around here knows much about what I am or where I came from. And apparently the only person that knows travels on the roads with all of the wagon tracks. And they move all the time is what he said.
Well, this is
So I
a
don't,
small place. You probably won't find out here. That is for certain.
I don't know, especially if they never come to the town. Like there's just it feels like there's nothing there for me anymore. And maybe there never was.
Well, that's not true. We were here for you the whole time.
Yeah. I guess so.
You don't,
I'm not
You don't have
nothing.
to hate it here to understand it's time to leave.
No,
They
I
could,
don't. I don't hate it here, but I just feel like I was lied to.
yeah, small towns have a way of trying to keep everything picture perfect. No room for differences.
I'm glad I met you three, though.
We're not nothing.
No, you're not nothing. You're right.
I'm too much of something to be nothing.
I'm not as something as Ham, but I'm not
Ham's
nothing.
Ham's a lot of something. You're right. No, I am thankful for you guys. I just don't. I don't think anybody. Everyone's either playing naive or they are afraid of me. Billy literally like shook as she tried to talk to me when I addressed her about my past.
Maybe you should let her get used to it.
Used to it. She took me in as an infant, not like completely naive to the fact that I'd grow into this.
Maybe what she's afraid of isn't how tall you are, but it's that you might not like how small she is.
I think she's afraid I might hurt her.
You don't know that. You didn't get bigger. You just got patterned.
Yeah, but it means something.
Hmm.
Clearly, she thought I did it. She thought I went out and got tattoos.
Doing that in the middle of the trials, that would be something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, go hunting this. Yeah, and get some tattoos.
Well, I guess adults can do that.
I guess.
Are you planning on a time to be living?
Not necessarily. I just I know I need to.
But what if there's nothing out there?
Well, then at least they looked.
Then can we look with you?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to come with me, I just I just
I
need to to look. I need to find someone like me that might have answers as to who I am, what I am. They can't even put a name to what I am. No one in that town even knows what I am.
You are Thai.
Right. But Ham's a dwarf. You know, I mean, there are people here who know
Yeah.
what they are.
What am I?
Well, half of you is at least human.
That doesn't explain this.
So you have questions too, is what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is that I learned to not making useless questions. To me, this now work more to separate people like you and people who make fun of me. I don't I don't know if I want to know too much. I'm afraid
Well,
of that, but
there is a lot of, I mean, you might not be afraid of who you are, but since we got back, I've been nothing but angry. And I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid that I'm gonna hurt Philly. I'm afraid that I'm gonna hurt somebody. And if I don't put it somewhere, the forge ain't cutting it anymore.
hmm,
then we need to find a bigger one.
We need to find something else.
Oh.
It's not gonna be the forge. I don't know what it is, but it's not, it's whatever it is, it's not in that town. And it's not with those people. I appreciate everything they've done for me, but what I need is not there.
Mm.
Most alive I've ever felt was when we were killing those gnolls.
I actually had too much fun too doing that.
But I can't kill the people in our town to feel good. That's not how this is gonna happen.
She gets thoughtful, making like a list in his head.
Anyway, if you guys want to come with me, I would love that.
I'll go with.
Ham? Ham, will you come with me?
Let's do it. Let's figure it out.
Sweet. What about you, chick?
I will have to think about it. I love it here outside, but what I love is this good. I don't know what will be there outside. And not sure I want to leave my dad alone.
He's not alone.
Who's with him?
The whole town. He's very comfortable there, you can tell.
Well, can you tell you that to yourself too? The town is with you.
No,
Everybody loves you in the town.
I don't. I love the idea of me. They love what I can do for them. All fucking mountains I can move.
But if we leave, we would go first at town, right? I wouldn't go without saying goodbye.
Well, no, I'm not saying we just leave. I'm just saying I want to leave here. That doesn't mean we have to just disappear in the night. I got projects I gotta finish. They have to clean the forge, apparently. Apparently it gets all gummed up after about a week and a half of using it.
And I forgot to talk with Tissel about the spider in my head.
And Ham, a week and a half is like a week too long. You would know that.
Yeah, I don't know the Forge 9's ever going to be the same after I leave it.
It would be more quiet. Is Hannah sleeping?
I don't know. I poke him. Are you asleep? Are you
Nope.
asleep?
I'm here. Above table, I was just kind of confused for a second. Like, is this the plot hook for the next quest, or are you writing your character
No.
out? I'm like, wait,
I don't know.
if you're leaving.
Neither.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm in doubt. I'm like, are we leaving because?
We'll see what the DM has to say. I'm just writing what Ty wants. Ty wants to leave. Ty was given plot hooks to go find things about himself. Ty wants to follow those things. Above table.
Oh, okay. That's right. I was like, yeah, I think I'm supposed to say yes. We'll leave, but
To come with me. But that's where Ty's mind is. So yeah. And after that, he's just gonna lay out on the grass and be like, out here's I don't have to be Ty Tri Smithson. I can be me.
What? Whistle flute?
What?
Whistle flute.
Whistle flute? No.
Yes.
I don't even know if my real name's Ty. You know what I mean?
Well, my real name is not Chick. That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, but what if who I am is actually out there? Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. You guys think about it. I'd love for you guys to come with me.
Hmm. I'm gonna climb to this cliff and sleep there. I like climbing.
I sleep over here.
Bye, Ty.
I'm not in the tree yet.
I still have sleep apnea from weight, so I roll over awkwardly.
Are you gonna do Iron Man your armor off?
Well, if it's thin and perfect, I might not have to, but yeah, I'll probably
You don't want
get
your
comfortable.
nipples to chafe.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. The only options can't be completely
Muted,
naked. Like I've got to have small clothes.
Leo muted.
No, you
Yeah.
definitely have a shirt on now. Don't worry about that. That was just post-ceremony nipples. That was-
It is a genuinely funny bit, but I just don't want to have to like
No,
in-game
it's fair.
say I get
No.
dressed every time. As
No,
a
no.
reminder, I'm dressed, guys.
They probably wear clothes below the armor in medieval time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you just look like you're wearing regular clothes until the chains come out. No worries. And yeah, so, and it just kind of like slithers up. It is smooth. Feels
Taylor.
cool.
Sure.
I sleep.
And honestly, nothing happens. It's an easy night.
That is not true.
Some frogs happen.
That happens.
What happens?
That happens.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
and a-
2 and a
two and
15.
a
15. Solid. Let me write that down with my pen. So I have that. That is a solid, like, difference, too.
I'm gonna curl up with Slab.
Yeah. The night is uneventful. Like, frogs and crickets and shit. Nothing really happens. It's a real serene place.
Once I finish doing my trance, I check on the turtle.
The turtle's gone.
The turtle's gone.
Couldn't sustain the injuries. It's gone. I'm sorry. It's turtle soup now.
The turtle was made healthy and decided to leave the very confusing emotional situation it was in. So, yeah, and because I'm guessing
We had to just head back in the morning.
beeline there. Yeah, you get to the
Gonna try to get more.
roll
more
me
stuff.
that nature check, baby. Do something good.
Can I do survival?
Yes.
Because it's the one that has more proficiency.
Yes.
Yeah, 19.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
You're able to find some not only edible mushrooms, but like you were able to get a
This-
burst boom.
This
One
is
of
to
those-
making healing potions.
Oh, I thought this was just shit to find. All right, yeah. Then you find the stuff you need for it.
Okay, and
You
let's
just talked
say
yourself out of some
one day
fun
more.
goo.
The next day we'll have because they
Yeah,
have
you-
to.
You can roll again for the rest of the week for stuff. I'll let you roll a couple of times and tell you what you get.
Okay, I can have up to 5 potions.
Oh, nice.
Well,
By the end of the 2 weeks, you'll have the 5 potions. That's for sure. If that's
but
one
I
of your
can make
goals, then-
difference. I think
Oh,
different ones like healing and
This
anti-poison,
is-
something like
nice. All right.
Is this a subclass feature?
that.
No,
No,
it's,
it's the herbalist tools and some
Fucking
homebrew
dope.
that we found, and it was looking good, but I don't remember where do we have it. I
Oh,
will
okay.
put it there.
it's in our Twitter conversation. Like, so basically, yes, but no. But
I
yeah,
will
the idea
link-
is just potions. You know what I mean? Always good.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys make it home, get there and back. Really, no issue. It's actually quite a lovely outing, all things considered.
And I'll go right back to the forge. I'll have covered myself up before I walk through the town, and then back into the forge.
All right. Yeah, and when you get there, it doesn't look number 9 doesn't look just clean. It looks like fucking pristine. Like, and when you come back, they're like, all right, we can stop now. We can stop. They clean the entire time you were gone, so that you can use it as long as you possibly can again. He goes, all right, don't. And you see the same one that kind of was like real apologetic. We'll call Griff. He was like, like I said, I'm real sorry, but now you can wear the bitch out if you need to. All right.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry about my tantrum.
Hey man, we all shit happens. No worries. You have a good one. He goes about his day. Gives you, the wave as he leaves, and yeah, he now can go back to work on a super pristine fucking thing.
Sweet. Working at the car wash, yeah.
Yeah, and with that, we can close up, and I will let you know after what you guys get, essentially. All right?
Sweet.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for joining us. This has been super dope. I hope you liked it. That's more to you guys than the stream, but I had a ton of fun with this one, so I hope everybody enjoyed it. Oh yeah, remember, life happens in every direction. Let's be prepared and stuff. All right.
Roll with them 1s and 20s.
Wicka wicka!